Just before I left, got lost, you said, I am as constant as an northern star. And I said, constant in the darkness, where's that at? It's on the back of a cartoon coaster, in a blue TV screen light. I can remember Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, you remind me like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you.
She gonna tear this song up, watch. She is gonna blow this song out of the water.
I live in a box.
Hey, Queen Bee, welcome, you guys.
I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said love is touching souls. Surely touch my ankle. Are you forced out of me? And so I sometimes
Is there any more coffee left?
so bitter, it's so sweet. I could drink a case of you. Still be on my feet. I'll still be on my feet. I need a woman. She had a mouth like yours. She knew your life. She knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, don't do it. Stay with it if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, but you are in that light, you're my holy wine. You're so bitter, so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you.
Hey, Krista, hello. I love this song, guys. I can't help it. I cannot help it. How could you not love this song? It's a beautiful song. It's kind of difficult to hear the words, but she says, it's still, if you're not here, I will still be on my feet. Yes, that is what every woman should say to a man, like, oh, I'm gonna be okay, I'm still be on my feet, babe. But love is hard though. You know they're gonna come back like the next day or something, you know. It is a beautiful song. It is, I agree. All right, y'all. We're gonna do some all signs readings. We're gonna look and see if they're coming back to you. All right. So this is gonna be you guys' Friday love readings. And love is really, really hard. It really is. It's very hard. You can have these emotional moments, and then sometimes, people will trigger you. Sometimes somebody that you love and care about will trigger you, and it can be very emotional because I've been kind of emotional for like the past hour. So it's all good. That's what we're here for. Thank you, Krista. I know, isn't that a beautiful song? It's a beautiful song. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get an officiator for this reading. Yeah, it feels like yeah. Okay, spirit guides, ancestors, ascended masters, guardian angels. Because we need you right now. Yes, we do. We need you. We need them guardian angels right now. Who wants to officiate over this reading for this love reading for Friday? This is going to be a timeless reading, but like whatever time frame resonates with you, okay? These are just general readings, so you guys can look at your moon sign or your rising sign or either your Venus, okay? Excuse me, sorry y'all. I have a little bit of gas tonight. All right, who wants to officiate? Okay, let's see. The Three of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you guys are growing as far as like in your relationships. I would have rather seen the Three of Swords and not, I'm sorry, I would have rather saw the Three of Pentacles instead of the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is when you're sort of learning how to deal with love, and it can be really difficult, especially when you love somebody that's either connected with somebody else. And like I don't know about you guys, but I started to like feel love for the other woman, and like, I should have said, well, you need to go to her and just love her, because it just, so I feel like the Three of Pentacles is about growth, and it's about not being in that insecure place about like the other woman or the other man or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Krista. hmm Feel like whatever you going through with, as far as like if you broke up with somebody, I feel like it's a positive experience. It's going to lead to something positive. All right. So show me Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So we're going to lay out 2 cards per person. We're using the Witch's Tarot deck. Spirits, we want to know for each sign, is their lover or the person that they love coming back to them? Because when you love somebody, you usually want them to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, hold on. All right. I know I done had quite a few lovers in the past. They wanted me back so bad. They still want me back. They would literally probably. Okay, Spirit is telling me all kind of stuff with these readings already. They would probably nuke the whole world if they could. Can you imagine the person that has the key to the nukes on the world? Like if they get upset, like, you know what? Screw it all. I'm gonna blow up the whole world. I swear to God. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna blow up the whole world. Okay, y'all. Let's get started. I got 3 cards per sign. So Aries. So I feel like the Aries got an all yes answer. That yes, they are coming back to you. First of all, I can see a child. I can see a child. Okay. I feel like what they're going to do is so the reason why I say that is because the Wheel of the Year comes up, the Judgment card or the Karma card, and then the 8 of Wands comes up for the Aries. Okay. So the answer is definitely yes. This person is going to take account of what they did. They may have done something. I know that they used very bad judgment. They may have even judged you, and that's like the worst thing, to be judged by somebody that you love. Like when like it hurts. Like it hurts, doesn't it? What's up, Ariana? Hello. It hurts a lot when somebody that you love judges you, and then especially when they judge you incorrectly. When they don't judge right, it's like, wait a minute, like, why are you trying to act like you don't know me though? Like, you trying to, like, what? So you don't know me now? Like what, you know what I'm saying? Because it just like, what are you trying to say? Like, why are you okay? So judgment or karma. When I look at that card, it's almost like your partner has said something or done something to you because they were misunderstanding you, or either it was like they kind of was way off in left field and maybe accused you of something. Maybe they accused you of cheating or something, or maybe just like something, it just, oh, it gets on my nerve. Yeah. Especially when you ain't done nothing wrong. So I feel like this person is going to say, you know what? I was wrong. I was so very wrong for what I did. And I'm sorry. And then I also feel like the 8 of Wands comes up. So I feel like spirits is saying, don't like tell them, how you feel. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard it is, because I know sometimes, like, it be so dramatic when you in love with somebody. Like, you'll say to them, you'll be like, hey, I don't like the way you just made me feel when you said that. And they're like, oh, you don't like how I made you feel. Well, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Some dramatic shit. It be some real dramatic shit that really ain't that big of a deal. It's not more important than your relationship. You know what I'm saying? I would be a good couples counselor. I would be. I swear. Even though I have problems I think everybody has problems in their relationship. Man, who don't? Who don't? You're welcome, Krista. You sound like somebody I know. But thank you. Mhm. Okay, we're gonna throw a advice card. Y'all, I swear. It is a trip. Y'all know I took those braids out, right? I'm gonna put a silk press on my hair. I just want to see how long it is when it's pressed out. Okay. I had to light me some lavender. That's what the spirits want right now is some lavender. Okay. So I got my other deck because this deck is halfway gone. Excuse me. Spirit guides, what advice do you have? Hey Mildred, what advice for the Aries going forward? And then Aries partner, what advice do you have for them? Okay. So for Aries, you need to communicate, just communicate it to them. And then Aries partner, you're going to have to be stronger than that. Like that scenario that I just said about Aries saying, why, like, what do you mean? Like, why are you doing this to me? You know what I'm saying? And then that person's like, I can't believe that you just accused me of that, but I'm telling you what you just did. So, I think that just talking about it, but then Aries partner, you're going to have to be stronger about the situation. The strength card comes up. You have a tendency to go a little bit too far. Feel like you're another fire sign. You could be an air sign, could be a water sign, in particular a Scorpio, or it could be a earth. So it could be any sign, but yeah, I really feel as though you guys could communicate better. So just communicate and breathe. Okay. Because them negative emotions that can come up, technically they're not supposed to judge you, or either I feel as though it's not that they said anything, it was the way that they say it. So I feel like Aries lover, you're gonna have to watch how you say things, like you know what I'm saying. This is for the Aries. Thank you, Cynthia said. Hit the thumbs up. Hey, Krista. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on to the Taurus. Oh Lord, are they coming back? I got a yes answer. All yes answers for the Tauruses. Yes, they're gonna come back. I feel as though you make them feel complete. You do. You make them feel complete. And there's nothing wrong with that. When they just feel like they're at the right place. Okay. The Two of Swords comes up and then the Justice card comes up. So I feel like whatever it is that, because I feel like what's going on is that a lot of people, or either yourself, you're feeling like maybe you're not equally yoked, but that is only because of your life experiences and your influences. That's it. Other than that, as far as you guys being equally yoked, you are equally yoked, but the problem is that there's been some dysfunction or there's been some trauma in either their childhood or your childhood, and maybe it's I feel like it's just sometimes, look, here's the thing, sometimes you have your good times and sometimes you have your bad times, but I do feel as though they're coming back to you. Also, I feel as though it's probably been a while. It's been probably like divorce meetings or something, and you don't want to lose that person. Okay, because you do love them, because Ten of Cups represents love. I mean, that's like, when you just feel really good together, and you make each other happy. And then the Two of Swords comes up. So this is where, like, it's like, I feel like these are social influences, these are outside influences. I really do. And then the Justice card, it kind of does represent where, there may be some divorce or either some thank you, Cynthia said. Thank you. So you said your Taurus looking for a Gemini to communicate. Well, they definitely are going to communicate. I mean, these are just general readings, okay? Everybody has their specific circumstances. But from what I can see, you guys got 3 yes answers. Okay, advice for Taurus and advice for Taurus's lover. Y'all, I could seriously be a relationship counselor if my parents, who by the way are both Virgos, if they would have listened to me, they would have gotten back together. Like I would so love. I still want my parents to get back together. But that's because my parents had real love. They did. They had real love. Okay? They were the best couple ever. I loved it when my parents were together, which was less often than more often, but that's because my father had his issues, you know? All right, so for the Taurus, the Knight of Coins comes up. So I feel like Spirit is saying that you can definitely make it without that person. But you can also be back with them. The Six of Swords comes up. I feel like for the Taurus lover, you have to change your mind frame. You have to really start being more positive. Okay, and more of a positive influence. You know what I'm saying? And like get out of that mode. Like you see how this lady is on a boat and she's got like these swords that are surrounding her. Those are her problems. Those are her issues. Those are the things that, hide deep within the mind and stuff that comes up and the ghosts and the stuff. And she's like, she's focused on moving forward. So whoever you are, you've got to either be water energy, air energy, could be earth energy, but I doubt it. For a majority of you, it's water or air, in particular, a Libra, but it could be Gemini or Aquarius. Okay. It's just who you're dealing with. And air signs, it's extremely easy for their stuff to get imbalanced. And you do have to be more patient with them if you're dealing with an air sign. You do. Seriously, they will test your patience. I'm serious, you guys. They will, but they're such like loving and refreshing people. You know what I'm saying? The air signs are some of the most hated zodiac, but everybody got their reasons for hating all of the zodiac signs. But I feel like the air signs, they're special. They're like special needs. Okay. So let's look at the Gemini. Y'all didn't like that, did y'all? I'm sorry, air signs. They will test your patience. Yes, they will. We still love them. Okay. So is your lover coming back to you? Geminis, you got the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So that's actually kind of a no answer for the gems. And it is because whoever this is, and let me just tell you the zodiac signs. Let's get to the specifics. Okay. This is either a water sign, Cancer, or either an earth sign or a fire sign. Okay. Now, doesn't mean that you can't get this person back. Okay. So I'm going to throw a couple of more cards, but this is what I want to tell you. This person does want to move forward. They kind of feel as though you may be creating obstacles for them. And then they may even feel blocked. They may feel like there's stagnation. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Cancers, once they make their mind up, they don't like stagnation. Okay? They don't. They don't like it. So you're going to have to, if you're going to get back with them, it's not to say that you can't get back with them. That's not like the worst reading ever, but I feel like you would have to be the person to make the first move Because they going to be like, especially if it's a Cancer, they going to be like, what about this? They going to bring it to you at some point, whether or not it's laying in the bed after sex. Whatever it is that you're doing, they gonna say, okay, but you really so and so and so, and you're gonna be like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But I also will tell you that whoever this is, they really have a lot of goals, and I can tell that they have goals financially. And see, Geminis, y'all are a trip. Y'all are Geminis are a trip. They're so lovable and they're like cuddly bears and stuff, but then it's like bear go crazy sometime and do silly stuff. Yeah, man. I agree, Mildred. For real, don't do that. Don't. Then also, I feel like that person may be questioning your loyalty, but I feel like they would move on. They be like, I'm just gonna move forward, okay? Spirits, give me some clarity on Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands comes up, and then Three of Wands. So I feel like it's something that they're trying to grow, like either their business or either or I feel as though the relationship within itself is going through a growth period. Like I said, Three of Wands comes up. There does seem to be like a third party here, and so I'm just telling you, like, whoever this is, you better not test the waters, because I think that you would probably regret losing that person. Yeah, don't test the waters. Don't do it. You've been testing them for too long. Some stuff you just don't do. Spirits, what advice you want to give to Gemini and Gemini's lover? Oh, some of y'all might be dealing with an earth sign. I know a lot of y'all dealing with an earth sign. For a lot of y'all, it's a water sign, but then also for some of you, it's an earth sign. And then for some of you, it's a fire sign. And if it's a fire sign, they ain't never coming back, because fire sign people like, you mean to tell me that I'm out of here? Okay, for real. Like, just don't even do it. Okay, so Gemini, the Justice card comes up. For the lover, the Ace of Swords comes up. So I feel as though the Gemini, what the Justice card represents is for you to be, I feel like that represents loyalty. Yeah, that definitely represents loyalty. The Justice card can represent, giving what you take, give and take, represents balance. We got to clarify that some more. Y'all some problem children, man. Y'all need to figure it out. Gemini people are very complicated. Okay, yeah, Nine of Swords comes up. So I feel as though with the Nine of Swords coming up, I feel like the Gemini kind of has like this fear of judgment, is what I feel like. You guys have a fear of judgment. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I love you, I will go to the moon and back for you. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? I will go to the moon and back for you. Like, you can't be afraid of judgment. Mm-mm. in any situation. And I feel like a legal situation could come up for you that's going to teach you that lesson. That's a lesson that a lot of you need to learn, is to not be afraid of judgment. That's so important. Okay. But then also, I feel like the justice card represents, that's really what it is. That's really what it is. I swear to you. It's about not caring about judgment. Y'all remember that movie, The Scarlet Letter? And you remember when Demi Moore had the affair with the preacher and they conceived a love child? And, that movie was so powerful. I swear that's such a powerful movie. And she was just like, they put her in jail for like the remainder of her pregnancy because she wouldn't reveal who the father was. She was very strong and she stood strong. So that was the case of love under judgment, but you don't fold for nobody else. And for Gemini lover, you may have to cut that cord to them until they're able to do that. Because, otherwise, but then I feel like the Ace of Swords is positive. I really do. I feel like it's a positive card because the Ace of Swords does represent some kind of new beginning and getting stuff off of your mind, and just, because sometimes you just have to talk to people. Even if you don't be with them, you still have to resolve your issues with people. I wouldn't just walk away from people angry and upset. I would want to work on that thing, because let me tell you something. And I'm very, and this is speaking from personal experience as well, but the spirits are saying this too. I've walked away from people angry, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have gave some kind of closure to the situation. And the reason why I did that is because I was afraid. I know that some people make it difficult, and some of y'all exes is probably in jail, but you still have to like come to grips with it. You know what I'm saying? So don't just walk away from people angry all the time. Like, if I could go back and do it again, I would have fixed all of those relationships that I had in the past, which was only a few, but I would have fixed them before I walked away, because they come back and they haunt you. And they haunt you for a reason, because you're not necessarily supposed to just walk away from people and never speak to them again and never figure out what your connection with them was in the first place. So, it's a lot of people be like, oh, I cut that person off and I so and so and so. And it's like, but you didn't cut them off because you're still stalking them in social media. You know what I'm saying? You still wondering what they up to. And so, like, no matter how bad your issues are with that person, it's probably a good idea to work them out. Now, I will tell you that if a person has, chopped up, killed, or raped your children, now that's something different. Well, yeah. I feel like what Spirits is saying with the Ace of Swords, look, if you're going to let this person go, let them go. If you're going to stay, stay and be strong. So, no, I'm not just talking about I'm talking about the Gemini's lover. You said that they stalk you. You know, this is a love reading. So this is about who you in love with, though, Retta. We ain't talking about just some random person. But I do understand, like, as a woman, you feel like you're being stalked. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, it's your Cancer ex. Well, Either you gonna let it go or do whatever you gotta do. Okay, we're gonna move on to the cancers, y'all. And you know what? I have to go to the restroom. I am so sorry. I have been drinking wine, so you guys really have to excuse me, okay? Hold on, guys.
It's just you're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Skies are gray.
Okay, I'll be right back, y'all.
Do you always trust your first initial feeling? Special knowledge holds true. Bears believing. I turned around and the water was closing all around like a glove, like the love that had finally found me. And I knew in the crystalline knowledge of you drove me through the mountain, through the crystal like a clear water fountain. It drove me like a magnet to the sea, to the sea, to the sea. How the faces of love change, turning the pages. I have changed, all but you. You remain ageless. I turn around, and the water was closing all around like a cloud, like the cloud that had finally found me. And I knew in the crystalline light of you drove me through the mountain, through the crystal like a clear water fountain. Drove me like a magnet to the sea.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
To the sea. To the sea. Yeah. To the sea.
Damn. Mm-mm-mm. You know, her voice is haunting. It literally is, like I got chills. Okay. I'm back, you guys. I had to go to the restroom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So, cancers, are they coming back to you? So, the answer is yes. The answer is definitely okay. You guys got the Four of Swords, the Empress, and the Three of Wands. So, first of all, many of you cancers, you may either be pregnant or you may be a mother, or you may just be taking on a lot right now. But the Four of Swords comes up. I feel like with the Four of Swords that this is just like a taking a that person is what I feel. And I do feel like with the Three of Wands that things are going to be much more positive. I do see them coming back to you. They may even have gifts with them. Empress comes up. They may have gifts. Okay. Y'all know Christmas is coming up. So this can sometimes, when you look at time frame, depending on when we're doing this reading, it could be Christmas. It could be in 4 hours, 4 days. Okay. Or it could be, so there's numbers that are coming up, but yeah, that person is definitely coming back to you. Okay. Let's do an advice card. Spirits, give me some advice for the Cancer and for Cancer's lover. Okay. So the Hermit comes up for Cancer. And I feel like it's probably a period of a long time. I feel like the Hermit is saying to reflect on yourself and your emotions or whatever. The High Priestess comes up for the Cancer's lover, and I feel like what she's saying is that there are some things that you probably need to admit to. Okay, that's what she's saying. She's saying that, your feelings may be true, but maybe you're not revealing everything to that person. So she's saying when you go back, be honest, communicate with them. Also, the spirits are telling the Cancer to not communicate, but they're telling the lover to communicate. So Cancers, I feel like they're coming back. I don't feel like you should contact them and say, hey, do you miss me yet? Are you missing me? Hey, what are you doing over there? So I also feel like the High Priestess is saying to the lover for them to communicate, for them to talk to that person. Then I feel like spirits is saying that they're going to contact you. I feel like they're going to contact you. They're going to say, hey, I miss you. Honest. What is it that Cancer's lover needs to be honest about? Okay, so the Nine of Wands, I feel like it has something to do with, good grief. I feel like the Nine of Wands represents when somebody needs to ignore like negative people and maybe even negative people from the past. I feel like they're also saying to be honest about your feelings. But they're definitely telling you to communicate and to stand up. Yeah, the Hanging Man comes up. So, this is where you're sort of holding on to the past way too much, and things are sort of way up in the air. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Even though, like, when we look at famous cancers, you find a few of them, but cancers usually, like, all of the cancers that I know, they had like important positions in life. They did. They had important positions. And cancers are one of the most powerful zodiac signs. So I do believe that a lot of cancers are nurses. They're nurses, they're healers, they're, the people that you go to for healing. So, I feel as though it's sort of like that thing to where it's like, okay. And, cancers are very loyal. They will stick by you. They will. They'll stick by you. Cancers are very understanding people. But you got to come on with the come on. You got to get closure on the past. The world card comes up. Got to get some closure. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Okay, here we go. That's where that goes. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the Leos. Shout out to my Leos. Are they? Definitely yes, Leo. You got the Ten of Pentacles. They always come back, don't they, Leos? Even if you don't want them, but you want this person. I'm sorry. These cards are way too positive. So the answer is yes. Yes, they are in love with you. Yes, it is meant for them to make you happy long term. Yes, they do care about you. Maybe they just don't know how to show it all the time, but yeah, they're going to definitely come back to you. Um, and whoever this is that you're dealing with, Leo, they actually are in love with you. They are. They are so in love with you from what I can see. And they do have feelings for you and they do care about you, because I feel like a lot of you Leos have been questioning, do they care? Because Queen of Cups comes up. You've probably been questioning, do they care? And they do care, but they may not all the time show it. Sometimes, things will be a little off. But I do believe that it's meant for you to have a family with this person. It's either, for a lot of you Leos, it's either earth or water. And you know what? I forgot to go over the cancers. Cancers, you guys either got an air sign, or an earth sign, in particular, a Taurus, or either a fire sign that has like a serious job. But anyway, a lot of you Leos have earth or water. And that goes really good with Leos. It really does. Okay. So I feel like they're gonna come back to you. Feel like it's taken them a while. Spirits win. Because this one I'm gonna have to. Yeah, the Ace of Coins comes up. I feel like this is a person, like I said, these are timeless readings. So the Ace of Coins could either be tomorrow, it could be in a day, it could be in a week, but it could be up to a year because the coins is kind of like when somebody's working on themselves and they got to take some time to deal with stuff. So, but I do feel as though what takes a long time is meant to have a lot of depth to it. So, even if it takes that person a year, I feel like they're coming back. And so the only thing I can tell you, and I am going to throw an advice card for the two of you, because earth and water can move kind of fast, but fire and air typically are the fastest moving energies, okay? So, water can move pretty fast, but that's kind of like I don't know, it depends. But like I said, I do feel like this person is in love with you, but they got some work to do on themselves, okay? Spirits, what advice do you have for Leo and Leo's lover that's coming back to them? Okay, so the advice for the Leos is to communicate and to not be so verbally abusive, and not just verbally abusive, but it's also the energy that you convey. Like, even if Leos are talking really low, they can still be conveying a lot of energy. And it's understandable if that person, because I feel like this person hasn't really been loyal to you. Like, the card that comes up for the lover is the King of Coins. You got to be more loyal. You got to be solid. You got to be solid like a rock. You got to be solid. You cannot, because Leos will bite somebody's head off for you. They will literally go to battle for you. They will literally destroy anybody that bothers you. So they got to have that in return. Period. It's a war zone out there. And, you guys got to stand by your partner. You do. And if it's Leo that's doing that, if Leo is kind of talking too much, or if they're, because these are two court cards and they are saying certain things to me. But what I feel for the Leos is that maybe not be so verbally abusive. Like, you weak. I feel like you always tell your partner that they're weak. I feel like you can tell them to be strong. Instead of telling them that they're weak, tell them to be strong. And I know how y'all feel because it's annoying. It's irritating. But you got to understand that everybody can't be as strong as you. We know that Leos are very strong, including the women, especially the women are very strong. Okay, but like, you not gonna get positive results by telling your lover that they weak, because that's exactly what they're gonna be, is weak. So watch your communication, Leo. There's a lot of power behind the words that you speak over your relationship. Let me see what spirits clarify. I know I'm right. Spirit clarify, Page of Wands. Yep. Queen of Wands and the Fool is in the reverse position. So I feel like this is something about yourself that you need to change. And I understand, because that's the first thing that I say is stop being weak. But I feel like you'd have better results if you told them to be strong, because you're not leaving them. You've been with them forever. You might as well make the best of it. This is the person that you're supposed to be with. This is the one. And you know it. So just go ahead and start doing it the right way. Even if they are being weak, don't be so judgmental. Spirits, give me some clarity on the King of Coins, though. But I will tell you that, yeah, y'all gonna have to come on with the come on. Yeah. Y'all got 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Mm-mm. Y'all got to get it together, because you can tell that you're going to come back. And what I will tell you is that communication is going to be key. I feel like the both of you can butt heads. There's some kind of power trip that's going on here. And there's no such thing as pride when it comes to love. I'm sorry, because people do crazy, stupid stuff when they're in love. I've seen people do some stupid stuff. I have. So, you know, just, stop being so hard on each other. You know what I'm saying? All right, Virgo, is that person going to come back to you? The answer is more than likely no. They have gotten closure on the situation. I'm just telling you what I can see. You got the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the World card. You're either dealing with an air sign, earth sign, but it could be any sign, could be but definitely air and earth. The World card represents air and earth, but it actually represents all of the zodiac signs, but it just, it's just reminiscent of air and earth to me. I feel like that's a no answer. They seem to have gotten closure on the situation. I'm gonna do some clarifying because this is kind of perplexing to me. I'm not really seeing the whole story with just these three cards. Spirit, clarify King of Swords and King of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Oh, a bunch of court. Oh my goodness, a bunch of court cards. Yeah, y'all got issues. Y'all got some issues, man. Ain't nobody even trying here. What do you expect? This is probably your twin flame or something. Y'all both trying to block each other. This is, oh God, this is terrible. This is just terrible. Look at these cards. And I think that I think that on both sides is something going on. On both, I think it's something happening. Okay. You guys have a lot of work to do. There's definitely a trust issue on the Virgo side, so that's gonna have a negative impact on your relationship. And then also with the other person, Virgo is not really respecting certain things about you, as far as if you choose to struggle or if you choose to create obstacles for yourself or if you're self-sabotaging. So I feel like Virgo is saying that you're self-sabotaging, but then Virgo seems to be sabotaging as well. So I feel like the both of you are sort of synchronized, but I kind of feel like this just I'm gonna throw the advice cards and I'll see what Spirit said. The World card kind of says that the relationship has ran its course. But then again, there were obstacles that a lot of you were not able to overcome. So if you were able to overcome that, then that person would have, because I feel like they may have waited for you or something. Spirits, what advice do you want to give to Virgo, and what advice do you want to give to their significant other? Good grief. Clarify King of Wands. I feel like because the Virgos, you guys get, somebody wasn't standing up and doing the right thing. And then somebody was just in their feelings all the time. Somebody was just way too hyper, emotional, dramatic. Yeah. So I feel like Virgo may have hurt the other person. That's what I really feel like. And then I'm seeing 911, which is a twin flame number. I feel like Virgo, this has something to do with twin flame soulmate. They're either air or earth. And I feel like you hurt them. So I feel like Virgo's lover, well, either way, y'all both doing the same thing because y'all all got synchronized cards, but I do feel as though because Virgo actually got the 6 of Wands, somebody couldn't stand up and do the right thing. And then so I feel like both of y'all was too far in y'all feelings to just stand up and make it right. Somebody didn't want to fix it. But I feel like on the Virgo side, because all of these cards, the Fool card, the Seven of Swords card, there was a lot of different cards that came up. And I feel as though it kind of tips over to the Virgo side to where maybe Virgo was not doing necessarily the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like both of you were sort of, wrong in a way, but I feel like Virgo was more wrong. So I feel like Virgo, if you do want that person to come back to you, you're going to have to like communicate with them and prove yourself to that person. If you do want them to come back. And it ain't a guarantee that they will. I feel like a lot of you Virgos need to come and get private readings to see what that person is up to. Because that person might have moved on. You can break. Well, I think that love can be breakable, but I feel like it depends on what path that person went on. So that's so complicated. I'm gonna move on to the Libras. Okay, Libra, are they coming back? The answer is yes. The Six of Cups comes up, so you're dealing with either water or fire. Five of Wands comes up, and then the Two of Wands. So I feel like that person is going to come back to you. I do feel as though they are going through a really, really rough time at the moment. And also, I feel like there is some sort of outside influence. Spirits, give me some clarity on Five of Wands. Okay, so the Judgment card comes up. Queen of Cups, Five of Swords. So there's a problem with this person having any kind of compassion. They judge you some way or the other. They have judgment for you. Also, they feel as though you sweat the small stuff way too much. They feel like you may argue too much. You may bicker too much. So they do have a certain level of judgment with you. But then the Two of Wands comes up. So I feel like you and this person are made for each other. I feel like you belong together. Like I said, it's either water, in particular a Scorpio, but it could also be a Pisces. Okay. If it's a fire sign, I feel like it's possibly either an Aries, could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, because, it could be any of those signs. I can tell you that if you're dealing with either one of these zodiac signs, if it's a water sign, in particular a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, because judgment is for the Cancer too, they don't like difficult relationships. They can love you to the moon and back, But if you're like, if they feel like they're fight, if they feel like it's too much, they will walk away. What's up, Sylvia? They will walk away from the situation and say, okay. But I do feel as though that person is coming back. Let me ask spirits when. When is that person coming back? All right. The Knight of Swords comes up. So Knight of Swords moves really fast. So I feel like this person is going to be coming back probably within the next 24 hours because the Nine of Cups comes up. Okay. What advice do you want to offer to the Libra, and what advice do you want to offer to their significant other? Okay, so Libra's got the Seven of Coins, and then your lover got King of Wands and Eight of Cups. So what you guys are going to have to do is you're going to have to get over your abandonment issues. You're going to have to get over that. And then I feel like Libra is going to have to work on self-esteem, self-worth, and confidence. Is what I feel. And I can clarify. Spirit, give me some clarity on Seven of Coins. The Magician. The Magician comes up. You know what? I think that it's pretty much general knowledge. I don't know about you guys, but I think that it's time for us to stop doing these like love reunion spells and stuff because sometimes, they seem to be backfiring. So I would be careful with that. Yeah. I would be careful with that because I feel like if you're always having to do work on that person and they don't come back to you naturally, something's up with that. So just be careful with that because sometimes you can be, kind of, I don't know. It just, that Magician and the Two of Cups. mm, I don't know. I kind of think that it's unnecessary. I think that it creates a lot of unnecessary strife. Hey Celeste, how are y'all? How y'all doing this evening? I don't know, guys. I'm a little intoxicated. It's Thursday night, okay? But I can still read though. All right. We're gonna move on to the Scorpio. Are they coming back? Scorpio, yes, they are coming back. They are absolutely addicted to you. You got the King of Wands, the Temperance, and the Ten of Swords. So they are coming back to you, Scorpio. They have a lot of dysfunction in their family, a lot. And their father was even very dysfunctional. And but they are coming back. So I feel like they sort of feel that codependency on you, and it's not anything wrong with that. You're either dealing with a fire, in particular a Sagittarius, or either an air sign. Okay. So I feel like they are coming back to you, but they're going through some things right now. They're really, really going through some stuff. And I also feel like a lot of you Scorpios, this person may either have a drinking problem, like a serious drinking problem, or either they have like some other type of codependent behavior or some sort of codependency. But yeah, they are coming back to you because, even though people have codependencies, even though they have issues, that doesn't mean that we don't still love them. So I feel like you still love this person. And nobody else is really going to love this person the way you do. Okay? Seriously. So You deserve for them to come back to you. You deserve that because you do love them. And I can tell that with the temperance card coming up in King of Wands. But I feel like there's been some sort of power struggle. But I feel like that's something that that the two of you will get over. Advice for the Scorpio and advice for their significant other. Scorpio's got the Three of Swords. Lover has the Tower and the Temperance. Temperance came up twice in this reading. So Scorpio, either you, I feel like a lot of you Scorpios been skipping out. Hey, what's up, Danny baby? Hello. A lot of y'all Scorpios have been skipping out. Feel like there's some cheating. And a lot of you Scorpios want them to come back. You are so brokenhearted. Feel like you either cheated emotionally. You need to keep that stuff between you and your partner. Stop going out and telling third parties. Settle all that within your relationship. Stop talking to people about them. You need to talk to them. They've been telling you, don't ask my neighbor, ask me. Why do you keep going and doing all this craziness? So Scorpio, I feel like a lot of y'all, and it could be the other way around, or it could be that the both of you are doing it at the same time. But the Tower and the Temperance card comes up because what your Scorpio lover, what you're gonna realize is that you can't go on without that person. I'm sorry. That's how it is sometimes with love. We would all love to just, I mean, especially that they're alive, they're not dead. If they were dead, then you would have to go. Now, some of y'all partners have went home to glory. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's too many angels in this reading. Now, if that is the case, then yeah, they wouldn't want you to be alone. They wouldn't want you to be alone. They would want you to have somebody instead of, you know what I'm saying, to take care of you. But if you both still alive and you both breathing, I feel as though there is there's a fate. The Tower represents fate. And so I feel like I'm making a plea for the Scorpios for this person to come back, because a lot of you Scorpios do want this person to come back, because what you did was you allowed your emotions to get the best of you. You did, and you made a mistake, and you're sorry for it. So I feel like a lot of Scorpios did something wrong is really what I feel. Okay, but they are coming back to you. May take them a while. Let's see when. Let's really be nosy. It might be around your birthday. Might be either in October or either around December. Okay, spiritual up. A card fell out. Yep, October. The Ten of Cups comes up. It may even be before that. It depends on what the energies are. But October is like what? It's like 10 days away. So, hey, sweetie. All right, let's move on to the Sagittarius. Is that person coming back? I kind of got a no answer for the Sagittarius. You guys got the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like that person felt like you was too like wrapped up in yourself. You know what I'm saying? They felt like you were out for self. Clarify Page of Wands, spirits. I mean, maybe if you can prove to them that you're not out. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. Yep. They felt like you were shallow or something. Yep. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. And they do also have better options. I feel like a lot of you Sagittarius are dealing with earth, fire, or it could be water. Okay, the Magician comes up. So they may have felt like you were sort of manipulative. They felt like you were manipulating them. They felt like you were playing with them. They felt like you were cheating on them. And that you were kind of like out for yourself. So feel like, they're not going to be calling you. The Page of Wands is saying, and the Seven of Cups is saying, maybe in the next lifetime. Because I feel like a lot of y'all Sagittarius want that person back. Okay? Y'all do. Y'all want them back. Hold on real quick, y'all. So, okay. Spirits, advice for Sagittarius and Sagittarius significant other. Okay. All right. So for the Sagittarius, you guys got the Two of Cups. And then for your significant other, you got the Queen of Coins and the Four of Coins. I hate to tell you, but I feel like a lot of you Sagittariuses, you are a bit narcissistic. Look, narcissistic people have people that love them all the time. So let's stop pretending as though narcissistic people can't have love in their life. Now, I will tell you that I've seen some narcs that are just way out there, and even they can find love. But I feel as though what Lover is saying is that they feel as though it's unhealthy, it's toxic, and that's one of the reasons why they don't want to come back. So it may take some deep heart chakra healing, because the key to healing from narcissism is heart chakra healing. That is the key to healing from it, is when you heal your heart. So a lot of you Sagittarius, y'all need to quit being so narcissistic. I hate to say that word, but the Four of Pentacles came up. All right, Capricorns, are they coming back? I got a yes answer for some of you and a no answer for the rest of you. About 10% of you, they're coming back. 70% of you, they already done moved on and found a husband or a wife. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Y'all got the Ace of Cups. So there's your 10%. About 10% of y'all, that person is coming back because they truly loved you. About 70% of you, no, they already married to somebody else and happy. So some of y'all gonna have to wait till next lifetime. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something that happens when you gotta wait till next lifetime. because they may have met somebody else. This is like a sad love song, y'all. It is. I ain't laughing at y'all. I'm not. But let me clarify Seven of Swords. Spirits, clarify Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Strength card comes up. First of all, a lot of you that have water signs, those are the ones that are coming back. Specifically, if it's a water sign, if it's a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, they coming back. But that's only about 10 to maybe up to 20% of you. The rest of you, that person done did some kind of permanent binding. They done said, I ain't dealing with you, Cappy. My cappuccinos out there, y'all know I love y'all. Now, maybe about 40, probably about 4% of you will, or 4 to 20% of you. And this is, and spirits are giving me percentages for some reason for this one. Clarify 4 of Wands. Yeah. See how the Justice card came up? This represents marriage and commitment. So you may have been seeing a married person. A lot of y'all Capricorns were seeing an air sign that was married, either air or water. Could have been fire. Now, if you had some kind of commitment with that person, which I believe a lot of y'all had commitments with water signs, that's the one that's going to come back. Because see, water signs are in touch with their heart. They are, and a lot of people will say that we're desperate and that, I hate that word desperate. You're desperate. I sure am. I sure am desperate. Yo, I'm desperate. I admit it. I'm desperate. Especially if it feels good. Okay. So, and sometimes you got to just take life by the horns and just kind of like live it, Yeah, not desperate, determined. Yeah. And it's not even about determination. It's just that you like, okay, I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that you're weak, because people will accuse you of being weak. And it's like, no. People get irritated with us because of that. So if you got a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, about 10% of y'all, but because I feel like there's something that you may have done. Did I clarify that Seven of Swords? Spirits, clarify this Seven of Swords. What did Capricorn do? Y'all did something. I don't care what it was, cheating. Yep. Y'all was cheating and lying. Yep. Some of y'all was. Cheating comes in many forms. It can be emotional cheating. Cheating can come in many forms, okay? It can. Love is like a Fabergé egg. It's very easy to break, but it's also just as easy to bring back together, because I've seen people biting their heads off and then the next thing you know, they back in love. So that's just how it happens sometimes. Spirits, what advice do you have for Capricorn and then Capricorn's significant other? Oh, clarify King of Cups. Maybe not be so flaky with this person. Capricorn, King of Cups, and Four of Wands comes up. You need to know what you want and you need to follow your heart on the situation. For the lover, the Five of Coins comes up. So I feel like this person is sort of in a bad place at the moment. They're sort of in a bad place at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So give yourself time, okay? Don't force yourself to do anything. Just give yourself time. All right, Aquarius is that person coming back? The answer is yes. A lot of you Aquariuses are either dealing with a water sign or either an air sign or a earth sign. Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. So that person is going to come back to you. They're just kind of going through a rough time right now. Um, now the Knight of Cups is saying that you should be a lot more understanding. And I feel as though a lot of you Aquariuses are learning that lesson, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign. An earth sign is going to beat into your head that you need to be more understanding. They are. They're going to beat it into your head. Whether or not they're going to teach you a lesson, they're going to give you some karma. So a lot of you guys are going through karma with an earth sign. Definitely an air sign is probably giving you hell. And then the Knight of Cups is kind of like a enigma on your heart that's gonna, burn a hole into your heart, uh, you know, at any moment. So, you know, I feel like they are gonna come back to you though. And I feel like things are gonna be better. Clarify Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like Aquariuses could be a little more open. You could be more so in tune with your emotions. In particular, if you're dealing with a water sign, this is probably what the water sign is telling you. But I also feel like it's an earth sign that's telling you that too, because Page of Swords and Knight of Cups and Justice comes up. So, you guys need to really, open up your heart chakra. You really do. I don't know, y'all can get a Rose of Jericho. Opening up the heart chakra can be very dangerous. I feel like you need to be under the care of a practitioner. Seriously, somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody that knows about energy. Seriously. Because, your practitioner is almost like a lover, but without the sex and the romance. You gotta, um, a lot of y'all do need to open up your heart chakra. I'm talking about really open it. Because I feel like y'all got a water sign that probably done filed divorce. They probably done filed for divorce or something. Or, maybe have gotten a restraining order or something. Okay. So let's find out, spirits, what advice do you have for Aquarius and Aquarius lover? I am almost done. I'm going to give me a snack and then sit here and watch and play my June's Journey. Okay, so Aquarius, you guys got the Devil card. Interesting. Yeah, y'all need to deal with y'all demons. Y'all need to deal with them demons. Y'all got some demons. And then for Aquarius lover, the Three of Coins comes up. So I feel like what spirits is talking about is that, if Aquarius has put any negative energy on you to try to be positive about the situation, and that I feel like the devil is definitely telling me that Aquarius has got some demons that they dealing with. In fact, I know y'all do. Okay, I'm an empath. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I know y'all do. What is the demon spirits? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. And probably for like 90% of y'all, this is gonna be the truth. Up, Three of Swords, the Tower, and the Temperance card. Trauma. Trauma, trauma, trauma. What's up, Chad Tarot? Hello. Are you a tarot card reader? I love it when I love it when other tarot card readers come in here. I swear to Goddess. So if you are either a witch or a tarot card reader, you guys are more than welcome in my chat room anytime. Even if turn on me later, it's cool. Cool. I'm gonna come sub to you too. I'm gonna sub to you too. Um, Going back to the Aquarius reading. Thank you. I feel like a lot of Aquariuses, the main problem is your memory. You guys hold on to stuff so much. And you know what? I've actually helped a lot of Aquariuses heal their mind, because a lot of you have this trauma that you're dealing with. And it makes it really hard for you to open up. I forget what the question was. I know it was a very pertinent question, but this is, I know the answer. I forget the question, but I know the answer. Aquarius is y'all need to let go of your trauma. You're having sort of a butterfly effect on the people in your life. Yeah, Aquariuses are, they're special. I told y'all, I created a channel just for the air signs. We got to heal these people. We got to heal them, damn it. We do, man, or else we'll have another episode of American Psycho. Come on now. Y'all got to let go and let God. For real. The Tower and the Temperance. I'm telling you. And then that could be for your lover too. But they're like there though, Aquarius. Like, now I do feel as though, let's find out when. But like it's different answers. Like, for example, when is the Knight of Cups coming back to Aquarius? Okay, so the Page of Swords, they're gonna come back, they're gonna communicate pretty quickly, like within, either 3 days to 3 months. Okay. If it's an air sign that you're dealing with, which is indicated by the Six of Swords, when are they coming back to Aquarius? Oh, they're gonna come back real quick. Now, this Earth sign right here might take a little bit longer. Spirit, when is Earth energy coming back to Aquarius? See, Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords. So yeah, them people they hold on to stuff forever. They hold on. Earth sign people hold on. They do. Sometimes I wish that I had an air. If I had an air moon, I have a freaking Virgo moon. Good grief. Good God Almighty. So I be having to do extra protection, you know? And I'm serious. Celeste, there's many ways on the path. I think the first thing that you need to heal is your mind. Okay, last but not least, the Pisces. Are they coming back? And the answer is yes. You got a triple yes. You got the Death card, the High Priestess, and the Moon card. Whoever you're dealing with, they're either water, Scorpio. Look at all this water. I can see a possible fire sign, but this is Scorpio, this is Cancer or Pisces, and then this is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could be either one. So, yeah, I feel like what they're going to do is when they feel like they're going to lose you, they're going to be in touch with you. And they're going to be very emotional about it. Okay. Yeah, I got a yes answer for the Aquarius is RRKK. Five of Swords, there was some arguing. Knight of Coins has something to do with an earth sign or either money. You may have been arguing over money, which is one of the major reasons why people's relationship fails or people have problems. What about this money? Hey man, money is energy, man. Who are you giving your energy to? Because if I'm in a relationship with you, I want energy. I got to have your energy. Seriously, come on now. I don't want nobody or no outsiders taking your energy. The Death card kind of represents a psychic medium. All this psychism in this reading. So y'all need to do some saging. This is ridiculous. I don't know why y'all let spirits just run amok. Yeah, Page of Coins, King of Swords. Look at all these spirits. And then the World card. So there's some very empathic, there's empathism that I can see with this reading big time, or either a psychic medium. Same thing. Empath, psychic. It depends on empath, medium. It depends on how well that person can see. Um, it depends. I feel like it's the same thing personally. Okay. Even though they're two different spiritual gifts, you can't really have one without the other. But then again, you can have one without the other. Anyway, yeah, there's some arguments either over somebody. Earth sign, definitely earth. Probably money. King of Swords and the World card. So this has got something to do with social media. I know it for a fact. You be a fool to give up your relationship, Pisces, for some bullshit in social media. I would not give up the person that I love for some bullshit in social media or either politics. Sometimes the World card can represent politics. Mm-mm. I don't even bring politics into my bedroom. You got to learn how to run your own household. The president of the fucking United States does not run your household. Real talk. He don't run your household, even though he would love to. Or maybe he wouldn't. Why would he want to? Why would Donald Trump want to run your household? He probably don't want you to, well, I'm not even going to say nothing. I haven't done any readings on Donald Trump. Okay. But like this political stuff, like politics is the matrix. That's the matrix. It is. I wish people would stop it. I really do. It's got something to do with some political stuff. Oh, well, okay, it could either be the gender war or it could be the race war. Who cares? If you love each other, shut up, and just love each other. It's ridiculous. I think I might have to give some of y'all a spanking. And the moon card did come up, so a lot of y'all are getting a spanking. Y'all over there crying and stuff, and feelings is all running high. Very emotional stuff going on. What advice do you want to give to Pisces? And what advice do you want to give to Pisces lover? Okay, Pisces got the Strength card, lover got the Magician card. So, lover, I already see that you are allowing people to manipulate you. You're allowing social media and so said that I shouldn't love you because, your boobs are not 2 inches, below your sternum. They're more like 3.5 inches. And I just, okay. Or it could be, oh, so and so said that I shouldn't love you because you have kids. Or so and so said that I shouldn't love you because you've did this or you've done that. And then the strength card represents, being strong, because I feel like a lot of you Pisceans are hurting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are hurt right now because of what this person is doing. And there may have been some threats of violence. It could have been. As long as ain't nobody put their hands on you, my God. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't think you need to wake up from the matrix? You putting your hands on me? Okay. So I feel like lover is being manipulated, especially by their mama. They mama or either a spiritualist. And the president is a spiritualist. They're all spiritualists. You know, they are. Beyonce, she's a high priestess. She's a spiritualist. That's why she bought a church. Jay-Z, spiritualist. Snoop Dogg, spiritualist. Ice Cube, spiritualist. Stevie Nicks is a spiritualist. They just use their voice. They use their singing voices or either their acting ability or either whatever to convey a message. And it can either be good or it can be bad. Because, a lot of people that are like that, they write about their pains, whatever they're going through. They either write about it, they sing about it. Some of them do their best music with it. So, you could be listening to an old song and, all of a sudden everybody in the world is cheating on you and don't nobody love you and love don't love nobody. And y'all got to be careful about what influences you at that moment. But, sometimes it's just spirit, but don't try not to be so manipulated. And I know I'm right about that. Some of y'all are being manipulated. Some of y'all, and you know what? Some of the Pisceans are being manipulated. You're being put under mind control. Strength card represents overcoming mind control. Okay? All right, that was deep as hell, y'all. I didn't mean to go that deep, but I had to go that deep. I hope that y'all liked it. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all later. Okay? Love and light.